Every sport must be founded on respect because you can't do without it. We often see situations where people treat each other with contempt without much reason. A prime example is mixed martial arts, where trash talking is an integral part of the sport. We hope that football won't copy MMA in this regard, and players will not drag each other in the mud to get popular. Therefore, we want to show you a shining example of truly respectful moments in football. So, here are 15 respectable moments in the history of football. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a forward comment. Let's go! First of all, I want to say that these moments should not be ranked, because they all have the same value and we place them randomly. 15th place, respect between Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi are the best footballers of today, and they've been competing against each other for years. But by no means can it be said that there is any animosity between these guys. On the contrary, they've been on friendly terms all the time, and the rivalry has only encouraged each of them to develop.
And of course we have a good relationship. We not had a dinner together yet, but
really?
I hope in the future.
You're in Monaco?
In countless interviews, they speak only the best of each other. And that should be an example for young players and the sporting world in general. After all, despite their incredible competition for various titles and awards, they've maintained a decent attitude towards each other, and that certainly deserves respect. 14th place, Carlos Puyol's behaviour on the pitch. Carlos Puyol is an incredibly rare type of man who's become a true living legend of Barcelona. In addition to his lifelong commitment to the Catalan club, he was a captain with a lion's heart, which later came to be his nickname. The way Puyol treated people was astonishing. He would never allow to offend his teammate, but at the same time he suppressed any moments of disrespect from their side. So, for example, during one of the matches, Barcelona players decided to dance after the 5th goal, disrespecting their opponents. Puyol instantly ran up to his teammates and shouted at them, quickly ending their celebration. And on one occasion, Puyol showed everyone that simulation should not be a part of football. After a lighter was thrown in Piqué's direction, he began to make faces and exhibit sufferings. Carles approached him, took the lighter away and threw it off the pitch to continue the match. There are plenty of such acts in Puyol's career and he deserves respect for them. Captain, you're a warrior. Puy, thank you for everything you've done, do and will do for Barca always. 13th place, Sergio Ramos gave Alvaro Morata a penalty kick. Despite his toughness, Sergio Ramos has always been kind and considerate to his teammates. Ramos is a truly honourable player, always respected by his teammates. There are many respectful acts in his career and we'll tell you about one of them. In the match against Sweden, Spain captain gave his right to shoot a penalty to Alvaro Morata, explaining that the striker can't leave without goals. Sergio is concerned only about the victory of his team, but not about scoring goals. A worthy act that truly deserves respect. 12th place, a boy who suffered a terrorist attack meets his idol Cristiano Ronaldo. Real Madrid organised a charity meeting between a 3-year-old Lebanese boy, Hadir Mustafa, and his idol Cristiano Ronaldo. As a result of the terrorist attack, the boy lost his parents and miraculously survived his injuries. The boy met the club president Florentino Perez, who gave him a brief excursion, and then Haidar met Cristiano Ronaldo. The encounter left the little boy so emotional that he simply could not hold his tears back. And the attitude of the club's management and the Portuguese personally deserves real respect. 11th place, respect for opponents by Romelu Lukaku. Footballers are often disrespectful to their opponents on the pitch, and there are also those who will never allow themselves to do this. You may be surprised to learn that one of them is Romelu Lukaku, who regularly supports not only his teammates but also his opponents after matches. For example, after the game against Benfica, in which the Portuguese goalkeeper, Miles Villar, made a fatal mistake which led to the goal, Lukaku approached him and explained for a minute, and explained that he shouldn't get upset, as everybody makes mistakes and they make people stronger. One should just keep working. Or here's another situation when Lukaku behaved honourably. In the PSG match against Manchester United, after the final whistle, while the Belgians' teammates were busy celebrating, Romelu himself came up and cheered up his rivals, and in particular Kimpembe, whose hand play was the cause of the decisive penalty in the match. Romelu Lukaku's actions were clearly worthy of respect. 10th place, racism towards Dani Alves. A fan threw a banana at Barcelona player Dani Alves during the match against Villarreal. And as you know, a banana has long been a symbol of racism. Many players in this case would have burst with anger and complaints, but not the Brazilian. Dani Alves simply took the banana, peeled it, and ate it. It shocked a lot of fans, and some even laughed. Dani Alves showed that one should never overreact to any life situation. It's better to approach everything with a cool head and a sense of humour. 9th place, collective fair play. The Norwegian club Brann is remembered for their team fair play. When returning the ball to their opponents, they scored an unintentional goal. Of course, it was largely the goalkeeper's fault, but no one could blame him because at such moments no one is concentrated. And any other team in this situation could have just celebrated and continued the game without any problems, but not these guys. They calmly let their opponents score with no obstacles to equalise the score, a collective gesture that deserves great respect. 8th place, Miroslav Klose's behaviour. Miroslav Klose is a true German gentleman whose actions speak for themselves. The honesty of the player is astonishing. Indeed, he believes that victories obtained dishonestly are not victories. During one of the Bundesliga matches, Miroslav seemed to have been fouled in the penalty area, and he could earn a penalty for his national team, but Klose himself was of a completely different opinion and told the judge that there had been no foul. Or for example, another striking example. In the match against Napoli, the Germans scored by hand, and the referee was ready to count that goal because he didn't see the touch. But Klose himself approached the referee and admitted that there was a foul and asked to cancel his own goal. For this action, Miroslav Klose was applauded by the fans of both teams, and the whole Italy was impressed back then. 7th place, helping opponents on the pitch. We won't single out anyone in particular, but only mention situations which often happen on the pitch and which should be respected. When your opponent is injured and has difficulties getting off the pitch, it's not unusual for opposing players to come help them get to the line. Or, for example, it often happens during a tough match that players have cramped legs and players from the opposing team stretch them to relieve the pain. Moreover, it's even not uncommon for opponents to tie the opposing goalkeeper's shoelaces, as it's difficult to do with gloves on. And all these moments are definitely worthy of respect. 6th place, Cristiano Ronaldo broke fans' nose but gifted a jersey. Cristiano Ronaldo has a huge number of decent acts to his credit, and here is one of them. In one of the matches, the Portuguese hit one of the fans with the ball, thus breaking his nose. But as soon as he had an opportunity, he approached the stand and gifted that fan his jersey. A worthy gesture by the Portuguese. 5th place, David Beckham's last match. This match as captain, smiling and receiving ovations from the fans. He left the field with tears in his eyes and even greater applause. A worthy career for a worthy man. 4th place, Alessandro Florenzo ran to hug his grandmother. Alessandro Florenzo scored against Cagliari and ran to the stands. Many people didn't know why he did this at first, but as it turned out, his 82-year-old grandmother was present at the match, the first time she'd ever attended her grandson's football match. Alessandro ran up to her and gave her a tight hug, an example of a great attitude towards his family. And what's also very remarkable is that he promised his grandmother he would score a goal and he kept his word. Alessandro definitely deserves respect. 3rd place, Van Dijk consoled the referee. After the final whistle, the referee couldn't hold back his emotions and cried. Dutch captain Virgil van Dijk approached the referee and asked him the reason for his tears. The referee told the defender that his mother had recently passed away. The Dutchman was touched by this and took a long time to comfort the judge. A very sensitive and beautiful act from Virgil van Dijk. 2nd place, Guzev's terrible injury and the players' attitude towards it. In the Ukrainian Premier League match between Dynamo Kyiv and Dnipro, a horrific collision between the goalkeeper and midfielder resulted in Oleg Gusev collapsing unconscious on the pitch. All the players immediately forgot about the game and started providing first aid. Footballers managed to get his tongue out so he could breathe freely before the medical team arrived. Fortunately, the episode ended with only a concussion and fractured bones in the jaw. But this situation still shows that human life is the most valuable thing on earth, and the players of both teams deserve respect 100%. 1st place, Manchester United have made a gift for a boy with serious problems. Little Samuel has serious health issues, but that doesn't stop him from having a dream. He wants to become a goalkeeper for his favourite club, Manchester United. how happy the young boy was when he received a personal visit from his favourite team's goalkeeper, David De Gea, who presented him with his gloves. It wasn't just De Gea who attended the meeting. Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Paul Pogba were also there, enjoying a chat and taking memorable photos with the boy. Manchester United players definitely deserve respect. Here we told you about the most respectful moments in football history. Once again, we'd like to remind you that this is not a ranking list and one place is no worse than another. All honourable deeds are equal, and we wish there were more of them. That's why we wish you all to look up to the heroes of our video, and then our world will be a much better place.